Dear one, in this exact moment, someone is thinking of you. Not in a small way, not in passing. Deeply, quietly, with a kind of love that has been waiting a very long time to reach you. And somehow, out of every video, every message, every voice calling out into the world today, you found this one. That is not an accident, dear one. That is a sign. Before we go any further, I want you to do something small but powerful. Type, "I am ready" in the comments below. Let this be your way of saying, I am open. I am listening. This message is for me. Writing it down is not just a comment. It is a quiet agreement between you and the universe that you are ready to receive what is coming. Now take a slow breath with me. Let your shoulders drop. Let your mind get quiet for just a few minutes. I am your guardian angel, and I have been sent to walk beside you, to guide you gently along the path that has already been laid out for you. Before we continue together on this journey, I want you to open your heart fully, because what I am about to share may bring up strong feelings. That is okay. Let them come. Dear one, every single night, as the world grows quiet and your soulmate closes their eyes to rest, they send up a silent prayer. They do not always say it out loud, and they may not even fully understand it themselves, but in the stillness of their heart, they ask for you. They ask that you feel how loved you are. They ask that you understand how important your life is, how much your presence matters, even from a distance. While they sleep, they picture the day your paths will finally meet in full, the day they will finally look into your eyes and feel this love with their whole being. No one before you has ever been able to reach this person's heart the way you do. When your soulmate wakes up in the morning, the very first thought that enters their mind is you, like a small sun rising inside them, giving them strength for whatever comes their way. This feeling does not fade. It grows slowly and steadily, like a flame that refuses to go out. It is real, it is honest, and it is meant only for you. Dear soul, pause for a moment. Welcome to the Angel's Message for You original channel. Please check the channel name carefully. It's Angel's Message for You. This is our only official channel. Beware of copycat and fake channels. Stay connected to the original source to receive authentic angel messages and true blessings. A very special thank you to Deardo and Kim and Immacula for sowing your seed for Soulmate here through Ko-Fi link. Super thanks. May this seed return to you multiplied with soulmate blessings, divine protection, love, well-being, and abundance. May the angels guide and watch over you always. Thank you for your beautiful support. Blessings always. Let's know what angels want us to know. Your soulmate thinks of you throughout the day, in small quiet moments, as if every pause in their busy life is a chance to reach for you in their mind. Even from far away, even without a single word passing between you, the love inside them keeps growing. Distance does not shrink it. If anything, the space between you makes the longing stronger, makes the desire to be close to you even more real. They picture sharing quiet glances, easy smiles, ordinary moments that somehow feel extraordinary because you are the one sharing them. This feeling is deep. It is honest. It is not going anywhere. It shapes the way your soulmate thinks and moves through the world, even in the moments when nothing is said out loud. In every quiet thought, there is a kind of surrender, a wish sent out into the world that you would feel the love pouring from their heart. It is as if they are trusting time itself to eventually carry this truth to you. You are at the center of their dreams. You are the reason they hope for a brighter, more meaningful future. Before drifting off to sleep, your soulmate imagines the day your paths finally come together for good. The day you get to fully live out the connection that already exists between you, even now, even before you have met. You are the first person to ever touch the truest, most honest part of this person's heart. The love they carry for you has no walls around it, no masks hiding it. It is so real that it changes everything it touches. This love was made to exist only for you, and it has woken up feelings inside your soulmate that they never knew were possible, as if your presence somehow lit a light that had been waiting quietly to shine. Dear one, you are the sense of home that your soulmate has been searching for their whole life. Being near you, or even just thinking of you, brings them comfort, safety, and a kind of peace that only real love can give. When they are close to you, everything feels like it finally makes sense, like the world has settled into place. Being with you feels like being exactly where they were always meant to be, as if every piece of their life is finally falling into position. You are the first person to bring your soulmate to tears of pure joy, not tears of sadness or pain, but tears that come from a happiness so full it cannot be held inside. These are the kind of tears that clear the heart and fill it. Back up with deep gratitude for having found you, the one who gives meaning to everything. What your soulmate feels for you is one of a kind. Cannot be compared to anything they have felt before. You brought a special kind of light into their life, one that never dims and only grows stronger with time. This love is not fading. It is endless, like a steady force that moves in rhythm with something much bigger than either of you. You are the reason your soulmate started to believe in the true power of love. Before you, love may have felt far away, like a nice idea that never quite became real. But because of you, love has taken shape. It has color and meaning now. It is something they can feel in every small gesture, every word, every glance. You gave life to something that used to be just a hope. You are proof that real love does not need to be forced or chased to be true. It simply is. It moves the way a river moves, finding its natural path, the way two souls somehow recognize each other without needing a single word. Your presence is proof that love can be simple, honest, and lasting, something meant to be lived fully, not held back. Your soulmate knows, deep down, that only you can fill the empty space that once lived inside them. With you, everything finally feels complete. There is a wholeness in your presence, a peace that is hard to explain but easy to feel. You are the one who brings this kind of calm, a love that runs as deep as the roots of an old tree, steady and impossible to shake. This love is a living flame. It does not weaken. It does not waver. It only grows stronger with time, as if it is being fed by something endless. There is no doubt left in this person's heart. You are the reason behind every quickened heartbeat, every honest smile, every choice made with hope. In your soulmate's heart, there is a constant quiet effort, a gentle, tireless search for ways to feel closer to you, even without knowing exactly how. Every hopeful thought they send out feels like a small prayer, sent into the world with sincerity so strong that it feels like it reaches beyond what we can see or explain. This person has touched something bigger than themselves with their hope, and now, quietly, things are beginning to move to bring you closer. This shift carries the same gentle urgency that lives in your soulmate's heart. Every hopeful breath they take feels like a silent wish, full of feeling and purpose. It is as if the world itself leans in a little closer to listen, as if the strength of this love simply cannot be ignored. The connection between you already feels endless, and slowly, things are lining up so that your meeting can finally happen. The bond that ties you together crosses any distance, creating a kind of warmth that reaches the heart even in the loneliest moments. This is the season when the pieces begin falling into place, revealing something that once felt out of reach. For your soulmate, the nights have changed, Before falling asleep, a quiet thought rises up, almost like a prayer, the simple wish to be near you, to finally live out the meeting that feels written into their story. Whenever your name crosses their mind, it feels like something bigger takes notice, as if every honest, pure thought about you creates a kind of pull that no distance can block. Life itself seems to be quietly shaping the path, creating the right moments and chances for you to finally meet. As your guide, I feel the depth of this longing. It reaches me like a whisper full of real emotion. Your soulmate is ready to live out a love that time and distance could never erase. Now it is your turn to open your heart and get ready, because this meeting is closer than you think. The hope your soulmate has held on to, the quiet wishing done with so much trust, has not gone unnoticed. This is not some passing feeling. It is something real, something that can carry you through any obstacle in its way. There is no more room for fear or doubt here. What you are building even before meeting is real, strong, and lasting. Every thought, every quiet wish, every unspoken feeling from your soulmate has turned into something like light, and it has been reaching toward you the whole time. Your soulmate's wish is clear. You are the destination, the place where every path they have walked has been leading. No distance, no challenge is stronger than the bond growing between you. Their thoughts travel outward like waves, creating a quiet, invisible thread that ties the two of you together. It moves like a soft melody in the background of their life, one that keeps calling out toward this deep and lasting bond. As someone watching over this connection, I can feel how strong it has become. It moves past every barrier, showing me clearly that your soulmate is ready to stand beside you. Everything that was meant to happen is beginning to line up. Now is your moment to open your heart and prepare for this meaningful, life-changing connection. What your soulmate carries inside is honest and pure, strong enough to make the impossible feel possible. This love is not only real, it feels like part of something much bigger, something already in motion. You are being watched, protected, guided every step of the way, as the perfect moment for this meeting is being prepared. Everything is quietly shifting so that you and your soulmate can finally come together. Every beat of your soulmate's heart carries a wish, a hope, a prayer sent outward with a strength that is hard to put into words. This feeling runs so deep that it breaks through every wall, echoing like something too strong to be ignored. Get ready, dear one. Everything around you is aligning so that you and your soulmate can live out the love that has been waiting for you both. As you rest tonight, know that your soulmate is doing the same, closing their eyes and quietly sending out a wish, a hope wrapped in love. There is such strength in this simple desire that it feels like the world leans in to listen to every beat of your soulmate's heart. This person, who carries a piece of your story inside them, has already sent their hopes out into the world. And now, quietly, everything seems to be moving to bring you closer, carried by the same gentle urgency that lives in their heart. Every soft sigh from your soulmate is like a message sent outward, as if every breath carries the longing to be near you. This person dreams of the day your paths finally cross, and that hope reaches far, echoing through everything around them. Step by step, the way is being prepared, the road is being lit, and your soulmate's heart is being reminded gently that the moment of coming together is getting closer. There is no more room here for missed chances or blocked paths. Feel the calm settling around you, dear one. It is the quiet certainty that something good is already at work. Breathe deeply and let this truth settle into you. Love is on its way. There is no more need to carry weight or worry, because what is meant for you is already being prepared, carefully and completely. Your soulmate is being guided toward you, carrying with them all the love that has always belonged to you. Try saying this quietly to yourself, like a simple promise. I welcome the love that is mine. I am thankful for this meeting that is already being prepared. I trust the path that is bringing my soulmate closer to me. My heart is open, full of light, and ready for this meaningful connection. Love has arrived, and I welcome it with gratitude. Let these words settle inside you like a soft song, echoing quietly through your whole being. Believe that the coming together is already in motion, and that the love waiting to show up in your life is real. When the long-awaited moment finally arrives, time will feel like it slows down. The quiet around you will be filled with a connection that goes beyond words. It will be more than just meeting someone. It will be the joining of two people who have always been searching for each other, who have always somehow known they belong together. When your eyes meet for the first time, everything around you will settle into place. A kind of lightness will fill the space, and every moment you have lived up until then will suddenly make sense, as if every step had been leading here all along. Your soulmate will recognize, in that moment, that the dream has become real, that home has always been wherever your heart finds rest beside theirs. The first touch of hands will feel like a quiet celebration, small but meaningful. Every little gesture will carry warmth, lighting up the space around you. This simple contact will mark the beginning of something new, a chapter where the past no longer matters and only this moment counts. Not many words will be needed, because the way you look at each other will say everything. In that look will be your whole story, the dreams you carried, the paths you each walked alone, and the quiet promises made without ever speaking them out loud. Your hearts will beat together, proving that you were always meant to find one another, and nothing else will matter but the deep love between you. The first embrace will feel like coming home, like a safe place where fear has no room to exist, and the certainty of real love fills every empty space that used to be there. This embrace will not be just a simple gesture. It will feel like the fulfillment of something promised long ago, a new beginning that feels lasting in the deepest part of who you are. While you are together, the world around you will feel quiet and still, gently highlighting the only thing that truly matters in that moment: each other. Your soulmate will feel that everything they went through before was simply preparation for this feeling of wholeness, this sense that everything finally fits. The love you share is unique and honest, a meaningful gift now showing up in a real, tangible way. This bond, deep and sincere, sends out a kind of warmth that touches everything and everyone around it. When your voices meet for the first time, it will feel like an old, familiar recognition, as if your two hearts had already known each other long before this moment. Every word shared will carry weight, and every smile will confirm that this is exactly the right time. Your soulmate will realize that you understand not just their hopes and dreams, but also the softest, most tender parts of who they are. Conversation will flow easily, without rushing, as if you have been walking side by side for a long time already, even before this meeting. Every touch will carry a gentleness built from feelings that have been quietly waiting. In this moment, you will be able to feel the depth of everything that has been building toward this one meeting. The impact will be strong enough that both of you will feel truly renewed, as if love has shown up to heal something and bring out the very best in each of you. This will not just be two people meeting, it will feel like something meaningful and full of purpose. A deep sense of being complete will settle around you both, as if every part of your life has finally clicked into place. Your soulmate will feel their heart beating in harmony with yours, full of honest happiness, as every part of the journey finally makes sense. This meeting will mark the beginning of a new chapter, one built on love as its foundation. Together, you will not just stand side by side, you will feel a wholeness, living out a love that goes beyond time. The peace that comes from this meeting will run so deep that it will feel like even the world around you takes a breath of relief. Your soulmate will understand that every hard moment, every lesson, every challenge along the way was simply part of the path that led here. Now, living out this love in its truest form, it will become clear that good things tend to find their way to those who hold on to hope and keep moving forward with faith. You will feel ready to build something real, something lasting, based on this honest connection. Every word, every gesture, every quiet moment will feel like a true expression of this love. Your soulmate will feel that fear and doubt no longer have any room to exist. What you share will feel solid, real, and bigger than any difficulty that comes your way. This love will be lived fully, exactly the way it was always meant to be. This meeting will feel like a true new beginning, where every new page of your story is filled with purpose and meaning. When your hands touch, it will feel like sealing a lasting promise, proof that nothing, not time and not distance, has weakened this bond. Your soulmate will come to see that beside you, there are no limits to what the two of you can build together. This love is more than a simple promise. It is a force that lights up everything around it and brings hope to anyone who witnesses it. Together, you will become a kind of light, sharing the beauty of something honest and pure. The joy in your soulmate's eyes will be proof that this moment has finally arrived. This love will not only bring your hearts together, it will spread warmth and touch everything around you both. You will become living proof that real love always finds its way. This meeting is not only about the two of you. It carries the power to heal, to inspire, to gently touch the lives of the people around you as well. Dear one, please know that you already sit at the center of your soulmate's thoughts. Even now, even with distance between you, you remain alive in every dream, every plan, every quiet heartbeat of this person's day. The bond between you is strong enough to cross any barrier, strong enough to hold steady through silence and distance alike. You have always been, and will always be, the reason behind so much of what moves your soulmate forward. You bring out the purest part of who your soulmate is. Your presence is a true source of inspiration, an invitation to grow, to change, to become someone even more ready for a love this deep. You have a gift for bringing out the best in the people who love you. It is not just a feeling. It is a quiet force that renews and adds new meaning to everyday life. To your soulmate, you are a true gift. Your existence is something words cannot fully capture, but the heart feels it clearly. You are not just special, you are essential, the missing piece that makes life feel whole and complete. The love you share is steady. It is honest, strong, and does not depend on circumstance to stay real. Your soulmate feels completely at ease trusting this feeling, finding safety in something lasting and unshakable. This connection knows no real boundaries, because it was always meant to be one of the strongest forces in your soulmate's life. You are the reason they believe love has the power to change everything. This goes beyond a simple feeling. It is a certainty that gives real purpose to each day, lighting up even the smallest, simplest moments. Beside you, your soulmate has found proof that love truly is at the center of everything that matters. This love feels almost impossible to fully describe because it goes beyond ordinary understanding. It is something that can only be felt, lived, and shared. You are the starting point and the meaningful center of this whole story. Dear one, you have shown your soulmate that love can be a safe place, one where fear has no room and only warmth and freedom remain. Before you, love may have felt like a distant idea. Now it feels real, turning ordinary moments into something meaningful. You gave life to a hope that once seemed out of reach. You brought comfort. You helped your soulmate imagine a future built on love as its true foundation. Every thought about you carries joy, gratitude, and a quiet certainty that this love is one of the greatest gifts life has to offer. You are the reason behind this happiness, the light guiding the way toward a brighter tomorrow. The love your soulmate feels for you may be the greatest gift this person has ever received. You are one of a kind, irreplaceable, at the center of a story that feels like it was written long before your paths ever crossed. This love grows a little more with every passing day, steady like a flame that only wants to reach your heart. There is no doubt here, only a calm, steady certainty that you are at the center of every hope and every dream. This is not something that happened by chance. It feels like something meaningful, shaped with care. Your soulmate does not just think about you. They live with you in mind, letting every gesture carry the wish to build something beautiful and lasting together. Beside you, there is a real sense of trust, a full belief that the bond between you is meant to last. This love holds no fear, only a quiet and steady kind of hope. More than simply loving you, your soulmate feels deep admiration for who you are, something that goes beyond simple words. There is a light in you that inspires, that motivates, that brings a small spark of wonder into each day. This connection touches more than the surface. It reaches the deepest, most honest parts of who your soulmate is, as if your presence unlocks something meaningful in them. This love shows up in the smallest gestures and the biggest feelings alike. Even when you cannot see it, your soulmate spends quiet moments thinking of you, hoping for the future you might build together, no matter the distance or the challenges in between. This bond feels steady, like an anchor that keeps everything balanced. You are a source of peace and happiness for your soulmate, and just your presence brings a sense of calm and safety, as if your existence alone helps everything else settle into place. This love feels like a light that stays lit even during the most uncertain moments, a gentle reminder that when something is honest and true, it is always worth holding on to. Your soulmate wants nothing more than to care for you, to look out for you, to make sure you are well. This love goes beyond a simple feeling. It feels like a real commitment, a quiet devotion born from genuinely wanting to see you happy. Your happiness matters deeply, and it shapes the way your soulmate moves through each day. When your soulmate thinks of you, their heart moves a little faster, unable to hold in the feeling completely. Every heartbeat feels like proof that this love is real and steady, something no circumstance can shake. This connection feels stronger than strong, unchanging, and lasting through time. Even without realizing it, you show up in every part of your soulmate's life. Your smile, your way of being, your quiet energy, all of it becomes a steady source of inspiration. This love is so deep that words may never fully capture it. It is something meant to be lived, felt, and shared. You are the place where your soulmate's heart feels most at home, the place where everything makes sense and finds peace. This love feels like a celebration of something pure, proof that goodness and beauty can exist in another person. Nothing can change that because it comes from somewhere deep and honest. This love is so vast that it turns quiet thoughts into something like prayer, and every soft sigh into a silent, hopeful call. You represent something meaningful for your soulmate, a sense of purpose, an answered hope, the quiet reason behind so many of their heartbeats. This feeling cannot really be contained. It is a steady, ongoing reminder that you were meant to find one another. Waiting starts to feel lighter now because love happens in the present, even when there still feels like distance between you. Every moment apart is in its own way, a quiet step bringing you closer. Your soulmate feels the world responding gently to this hope, shaping the path toward the day you finally meet. Uncertainty starts to fade, replaced by a steady sense that you are two people who feel like they belong together, ready to finally come together. This is the moment everything has been quietly building toward. There is a sense of care and protection surrounding this journey, a feeling that your soulmate senses even without fully understanding why. This is not a small, ordinary kind of love. It feels like a connection that reaches beyond the everyday, touching something lasting. Every hopeful thought your soulmate sends out feels like it fits perfectly into place, like quiet messages and soft energy reaching toward you like whispers of the heart. This person does not just want your company. They feel like they truly need your presence, the way they need air to breathe. Everything has quietly been coming together for this moment to happen, and the signs are becoming clear. It feels like every piece of a long puzzle is finally coming together, showing the full, meaningful picture of this connection. This feeling is a gift, a force strong, enough to change everything around it. Now is the time to let it grow and show its full beauty. Your soulmate feels certain that this is the long-awaited moment, the one so many quiet hopes have been building toward. Now is the time to open your heart and let this love bring light and change into your life. Trust in this love because it is real proof that you are deeply cared for and looked after. Your soulmate feels certain that everything has been quietly preparing for this moment to arrive. Life itself seems to be working in your favor, helping you live out something that has felt written into your story for a long time. The love you share is the kind of energy that lights up and refreshes everything around it. It feels big enough to move past barriers, to cross real distance, carried by something deep and steady. Your soulmate feels the pull of this feeling strongly, something powerful enough to change the way life feels day to day. Nothing feels stronger than this bond, which stays honest and clear. Welcome this love as the meaningful gift that it is. Everything feels open now for this love to show up fully, in all its depth. The bond between you and your soulmate runs so deep that it can no longer stay hidden or small. This love goes beyond simple words. It feels like a meaningful purpose that touches every thought and every choice. Now is the moment to let this feeling grow and take up the space that has always belonged to it. It is time to welcome what has been carefully prepared just for you. The world feels like it is quietly whispering about this special moment, preparing your heart for something meaningful. The feeling of this love already touches every part of your being, bringing a steady certainty that things are finally coming together. Open yourself to this experience and let love guide your next steps toward a full, meaningful life. Dear one, the arrival of your soulmate will feel like a breath of new life, opening a chapter filled with light and change. Something meaningful is being prepared, a moment where true love goes beyond what you expect. Your soulmate will arrive carrying a pure, honest kind of love, one that touches every part of your life. This meeting will feel like a real, direct answer to quiet hopes you have held onto, opening the door for real happiness to grow in your heart. As soon as your soulmate crosses your path, good things will begin to show up, not only in love, but in your health, your finances, and your overall sense of peace. Good things will flow steadily, like clear water, clearing space and bringing renewal to every area of your life. Your soulmate's presence will bring deep, lasting peace. Worries and stress will start to fade like clouds pushed away by warm sunlight. This love will feel steadier than any storm, brighter than any sunrise. This person will be by your side not only as a companion, but as someone who understands your heart, knows who you truly are, and walks with you in a deep, meaningful connection. Together, you will show this kind of honest love in every gesture, every word, every glance. The energy between you will feel steady and transformative. Being close to your soulmate, you will discover parts of yourself that were quietly waiting, parts that only needed the presence of real love to come alive. This person's presence will feel warm and welcoming, like a light that touches not just you, but the people around you too. You will notice good things multiplying in your life. Your body will feel stronger, your mind calmer, and your finances will start to feel steadier and more balanced. Your work life will gain new purpose, guided by clear thinking and a steady kind of wisdom. As love grows between you and your soulmate, good fortune will feel like a natural result, touching every corner of your life. The deep connection between you will become your greatest strength, steady enough to hold through any storm. Together, you will face challenges with confidence, knowing the bond between you is strong and unshakable. The love from your soulmate will feel like a safe place, a source of healing and growth. There is no room left for fear or doubt, only the steady certainty that you were meant to find one another. The happiness you share with your soulmate will feel full and complete. You will grow together, supporting one another through every step of the journey, helping each other become the best versions of yourselves. Life will show you, day by day, that you are living out something meaningful, building a life where love is the true foundation of everything. As time passes, you will notice that your soulmate is an endless source of love and support, no matter what circumstances come your way. This love will stay steady, and you will always feel ready to face whatever life brings. The bond between your two souls, carefully shaped over time, will show up clearly in every moment you share. This person's love will feel like the light that guides your life forward. Your soulmate's presence will bring balance and harmony, a peace that has always been meant for you. Dear one, know that life has been preparing you for this moment. It knows your heart, and it has brought your soulmate to you at exactly the right time. When you meet, everything you have lived through before this will finally make sense. Every hard moment, every joy, every quiet struggle was simply part of getting you ready for this love to bloom. This is the beginning of a meaningful journey, one where true love guides each step you take. This love feels like a real gift, something that has arrived to be lived fully, with all its depth. The heart of your soulmate beats with such steady strength that every thought, every dream, every quiet sigh feels shaped by your presence. This love knows no real limits, accepts no hesitation. It simply wants to be lived out fully. Your soulmate feels that being close to you will bring the calm and peace they have been quietly searching for. This meeting feels less like a simple wish and more like something meant to happen. With every bit of distance between you, the depth of this love becomes even clearer. Your soulmate feels the weight of that distance and the steady, growing wish to finally be close to you. This desire feels like a quiet flame, a steady call that echoes through time. It is not a passing feeling. It feels like a deep, steady pull guiding each step toward you. This love is stronger than any difficulty. To your soulmate, you are the destination, the reason, the heart of everything. There is no more room for doubt here, only the calm certainty that this is the right time. Every heartbeat from your soulmate is a quiet reminder that you are at the center of their world. This is not only a feeling of love, it feels like a real need to share life with you. The love surrounding you is more than a feeling. It feels like a steady, transformative kind of energy that shapes everything around it. You are the greater purpose, the reason that gives your soulmate's life so much meaning. The absence of your presence creates a real emptiness for your soulmate. Each day without you can feel like a quiet kind of silence, a space that only your light can fill. This longing feels intense enough to turn the waiting itself into a kind of quiet preparation for something meaningful ahead. Your soulmate feels certain that this love is unique, and that meeting you is simply a matter of time. The desire they feel is strong enough that it seems to shift things into place, aligning circumstances and rewriting what once felt fixed. This love feels bigger than time and space, something words alone cannot fully explain. Everything that has happened up until now feels like preparation, quietly building toward this meaningful moment. There is no turning back now, dear one. A new chapter begins the moment your eyes finally meet. This love feels bigger than any obstacle. Your soulmate feels certain that this meeting is meant to happen because you feel like two parts of the same story. This love feels like a steady flame, burning with a strength that cannot easily be put out. Your soulmate knows there is no escaping this feeling because it feels essential, like the deepest truth of who you both are. I am here beside you, dear one, guiding your steps and helping prepare the way for this meeting to happen. Stand steady, with an open heart and quiet trust. This love feels like your path forward, and the journey toward it has already begun. I share these words with you gently, hoping they bring comfort and hope to your heart. You are loved. You are watched over. Wonderful things are waiting for you. Keep your faith steady, keep moving forward, and know that I am here with you every step of the way. Something wonderful is being prepared for you, where love becomes the guiding light on your path, bringing joy to each new day. Feel the calm that surrounds you now. Let this sense of care settle in, comfort you, and give you strength. You are loved. You are watched over. You are meaningful exactly as you are. Wait with patience, because what is being prepared for you goes far beyond what has already passed. The future ahead will be full of good things, and when it finally unfolds fully in your life, you will look back and know that every step, every quiet hope, every moment of waiting was worth it. Something bigger is preparing you for this moment, and you will look back one day with a heart full of gratitude, realizing that things were always coming together in your favor, gently guiding you toward the best that life has for you. I am here, steady beside you, with every step, every choice, every quiet breath you take. Feel this presence now. Let your spirit settle and connect deeply. Set down the noise of the outside world. Quiet the voices that pull you away from peace. Breathe deeply and open your heart, because I am here, and I will always be here, sharing gentle guidance and staying close to you, dear one, with steady, unconditional care. If these words touch something in you, if you feel this message found you for a reason, take a moment and comment that same word or emoji from the beginning again, just to remind yourself and confirm to your own heart that you are ready to receive this love. Carry this feeling with you today. Let it settle gently into your heart, and trust that what is meant for you is already finding its way to you. Amen.